What's poppin'? So today's video I'm gonna react to another video on healthcare. So if you guys haven't seen my last video on the healthcare, it was right up here. That one was about British people reacting to American healthcare. Now I'm gonna react to Americans pretty much reacting to British healthcare. They're gonna guess the cost of it. So yeah, we're gonna check it out, see how it goes, and let's get it.
Country, it's nothing but a strip club. It's nothing but hustle.
You have a point.
We can outlaw this. We should be able to have good health care. Universal health care should be, something we all should strive for. We nickel and dime each other here, and people don't realize
it. It might not look like it, but we're in Dallas, Texas. In terms of healthcare, this city is the least insured in America.
Really?
Around a quarter of people don't have any cover at all. We're going to talk to regular Texans about the NHS and the cost of their medical bills. What's an average medical bill for a regular Texan? How much might that person be paying for their premium and their regular bill?
Let's say you break your arm. Regularly in the rest of the world, that's a couple $100. Here in Texas, easily $2,000, $3,000.
Could I ask you then to guess how much it might cost in the UK if you broke your arm in that situation? How much do you think someone has to pay in order to have that fixed?
$200.
It's totally free.
Totally free. Wow.
I can tell you, I got a busted shoulder. I can tell you exactly how much it costs.
Do you mind?
Yeah, sure. It was $5,000 just to have a doctor look at my broken collarbone. Just to look at my broken collarbone.
You have to pay that on the license.
No, my insurance covered the majority of it, but my portion of it was about just shy of $3.
Wow.
So, yeah.
And then presumably ongoing physiotherapy, things
That's
like
a bad insurance,
that part's
yeah.
pretty much covered by insurance, but I have really, really good insurance.
Okay.
So,
through your job.
yeah.
Sometimes.
He had to pay like $3 grand of it. They didn't even pay more than half of it, $5 grand, and they paid $2 grand of it, and he had to pay $3 grand of it. What? I don't know. Your insurance claim is kind of like whack, to be honest. No offense to that guy, but his insurance didn't seem like it's that good of insurance. There's actually insurance that are like really, really good. That like you literally pay like maybe a few $100, but no like $3 grand, $4 grand. It's like more than half you didn't have to pay for. It should have been like you paying $1 grand, they pay $4 grand type thing. They should have done that, but. Yeah, I don't know what insurance that guy had, but it seems kind of fishy.
Our jobs provide, but sometimes they don't.
So what's the case for you? Do you have insurance?
No, I don't.
Okay.
No, I don't.
So if something happens to you need healthcare?
We have to pay full price.
Right.
Yeah.
And I presume that can be very expensive.
It can be very expensive.
Would you like insurance? You'd like to have that healthcare?
I would like to have one, but sometimes we can afford it.
Right now, I'm about to go to Mexico. Tomorrow, I'm going to travel for 2 weeks because I'm going to have some dental work done. Only because here in the States, it will cost me like $10,000.
$10,000 for the dental work here in the US. Do you mind me asking how much it's going to cost you in Mexico?
About $1,000.
Wow, so 10%.
Yes.
And the quality of care as good?
As good or even
$9
better.
grand left.
It's going to see the doctors, a couple $100 if you don't have insurance.
Right.
Just to get a checkup.
It's very obvious to someone like me, first time in this city, it's clear there's a lot of money here. Big buildings, offices, nice cars. It seems like there is the money to be able to create this kind of system. So why do you think there isn't that level of healthcare?
I believe there is.
Okay.
That's the catch. I think that's the risk, but they just haven't allocated that money for the people.
We can out.
I think I must have made a mistake before about the guy. So I'm guessing the healthcare he has in Dallas, and pretty much the guy in the beginning was like, Dallas is the worst place to have healthcare, so maybe that's why he had to pay more than he shouldn't have. Cause the healthcare I have is like really good to the point that like you don't have to pay, that much. You pay like maybe a couple of $100, but like not like that amount though, honestly.
Of all this, we should be able to have good health care for all.
There's two versions really being offered here, isn't there? Trump is offering something quite different to Joe Biden in terms of health insurance. Do you have a preference? Do you think there's one that's better than the other, or do you think the system at the moment?
I don't think there's none difference. It's all business. So pretty much as far as I have learned, which I'm 34 years old, this U.S. country is nothing but a strip club.
No point.
Sure.
Sure, I mean, it's nothing but hustle. So that's what they're doing out They really don't care.
Because the healthcare companies, the politicians, they're all sort of, it's about profit.
Yes.
Universal healthcare should be, something we all should strive for.
I'd like to see some healthcare changes. We need massive overhaul. It's not just about universal or anything else. It's insanely expensive regardless. Start there.
Do you think that there's much political will in this city for that to happen? Do you think broadly people want that to be the case?
In the city, yes. In the urban areas, yes. Suburban areas, they're typically more conservative, and they're not really sure exactly what all that entails, and so they're not going to do it.
My understanding is that people are generally sort of opposed to taxation here.
Yeah, but it's more, you start to scream about socialism more than anything. So that's really what they're going to do.
Rather than perhaps engaging with it as an idea.
Exactly, rather than actually thinking about it logically.
We can afford it as a country to take care of each other. And these nickel and dimings of these procedures that are costing thousands and thousands of dollars just aren't that expensive everywhere else in the world. We nickel and dime each other here, and people don't realize what universal health care means. Yeah, you'll pay a little bit more in taxes, but you're saving thousands at the doctors. And people really need to be educated on that, and they just don't want to be.
So yeah, that's the video. I have to say that was really interesting. I was shocked that they didn't really talk about the British healthcare in this one that much. I mean, he asked that one guy, and they didn't really say, "Oh, what do you guys guess about it? What do you guys think about the British healthcare? You guys want it?" He just asked that guy one question, which I was concerned why they didn't ask the other people that question. But no, actually they asked that other guy, 2 people they asked, but like they didn't really ask a lot about the British healthcare. They just talked about the American healthcare. I don't know why, but yeah, the U.S. healthcare is like crazy. Like I don't know how people in Dallas do it, man. Healthcare is out of control, honestly. But like as a whole, the United States needs to like they need to get it together, man. Like the healthcare is really important. Like he said, British healthcare is free, literally free. It should be free. Like, what if someone goes to the hospital and, their intestines coming out, and all of a sudden they don't have, the healthcare they need, and then pretty much they have no money, and they got paid like $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 to fix, what's going on with themselves if they can, and they passed away because they didn't have, no healthcare. And also not enough money. So it's like, it's just ridiculous how like everything's all about money nowadays. People don't really care about like, you as a person, like if you're struggling or whatever. And it should be, we all should care about one another because, that's the right thing to do, man, honestly. Not everything's all about money. And yeah, I really hope, like I said in my last video, that we have free healthcare sometime soon. I hope it's not later, but I hope it's really soon. And yeah. And before I go, comment down below any other videos you guys want me to react to. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.